Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. If you haven't already, get on it. Give the video a like. Maybe watch some of my others if you haven't seen them already. In today's video, we are going to be creating this lovely acrylic set with encapsulated glitters and a mix that we are going to make ourselves. But let's get into it. Starting off, of course, we are prepping the nails, pushing the cuticles back. Getting rid of all those crusty dusties. After using my cuticle pusher, I'm going to go in with my e-file using this cuticle bit, and it's going to push the cuticles back a tiny bit more and just exfoliate some of that dead skin off the nail plate, but mainly exfoliating it off of the finger around the cuticle area and the sidewalls. This is a good bit for getting into those sidewalls and for exfoliating the cuticle area. Repeat myself a million times. So I'm going to switch the rotation and go the other way. Once I've done that, I'm going to dust them off with my brush and go in with some cuticle nippers and get off any big bits of skin that didn't come off, you know, those chunky bits. I haven't seen this client for a little while. She is, I think, learning to be a nurse, so she doesn't have nails all the time, but she's on her Christmas holiday, so we're doing them. So after I've cut the cuticles off with just the dead white skin, I'm going around with this ball bit, which will just clean up any little bits that are left behind. I'm pretty much only using this on the skin. You don't want to apply too much pressure, and you definitely don't want to apply any pressure on the actual nail. This is just for the skin. Speed up a little bit, you don't need to see me doing it for hours. I'm just cleaning up her free edge a little bit. You don't need to do this because we are sticking on tips, but it's nice just to clean it up a little bit. And then I'm going to just go around the nail bed with a sanding band, getting rid of any last little bits of skin that might be on the nail bed, but mainly just taking off the natural shine. As you could see there, I was literally just tickling over, not applying any pressure, because we're not trying to, take off a layer of a nail, literally just to get the shine off. And then I'm going in with some alcohol and pushing her cuticles back with that wipe, as well as getting the dust out of the corners. And now I'm going in with some dehydrator, which I don't know why I'm doing because I haven't stuck the tips on yet. So I'll probably do that twice, because why not? I've got nothing better to do. It's not like I was in a hurry or anything. It's Christmas, it's been so busy. I'm sure if you're a nail tech, you will understand this is the busiest time of year for us. But it's okay, we appreciate it, because in January it will be quiet and we've got to get as many pennies as we can. But anyway, I'm going in with my tips. These are easy clear stilettos, I think, from Glitter Planet. They're my favourites. They're very long, but you can cut them down. And like it says on the box, does exactly what it says on the tin. They are easy to apply. You don't have to blend them too much because they're not too thick, but making sure I've got the right size. You want it to go from sidewall to sidewall, and I think I've probably said this before, but if you can't get a tip that fits properly, it's better to go bigger than smaller and file the excess off, rather than trying to squeeze a little diddy tip on, because it will most likely pop off or just be uncomfortable for your client. I'm just going around sticking those on. You see me pushing down the sides, making sure that it's fully adhered. Gonna speed this up a little bit. I wish I could do it this fast. Imagine how much money you could make if you could do nails this fast. Oh, the dream. One day I'll be super duper fast. This client does have tiny nails as well. She's got little baby hands. I think her thumb is the same size as like my middle finger, her thumbnail. So where I use like a 0 on my thumb, she has like a 4. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to trim down these tips a little bit. I always like to start with the middle finger rather than the little finger, just because your client can get a better idea of the length. Obviously once you've cut it off, you can't put it back. And with the little finger, I just feel like it's not a great indicator because you don't use your little finger for much. So, but the middle finger. And that was me kind of trying to talk her into having them a bit longer. I'm all about the long nails. But she was not having it, she wanted to cut more off. I tried to convince people, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to file it a little bit, so we'll lose a bit of length then, so let's not cut too much off. But I don't think anyone really in my favour. A good way to measure up as well is to just put the nails next to each other like I did just there, so we can keep them all around the same length. It's hard to tell just by looking at them, it's good to put them side by side. And then I'll do the same with the other hand, just making sure they're the same length. And then I'm just going to give them a little neaten up with my hand file. I'm then going to go around with my sanding band and just blend the tips in. Not touching the nail bed at all with this, literally just the tips, so that they blend in with the natural nail and that there's not a big step when I put the acrylic on. You'll see me just run my finger over it to make sure that it is flush. And then I will give them another wipe to get rid of all the dust. Dust, anybody? Dust? Dust is not our friend. And look at me for like the billionth time pushing the cuticle back, because you can never do it enough unless you're hurting your client, then obviously stop. But you know, back in again with a dehydrator because I did it at the beginning like a donut. And then once I've done that, I'll go in with some primer as well, only on the nail bed, not on the actual tip. Same with the dehydrator, you don't need to use that on the tip. I'm just pouring some monomer in. Got me a nice little bit of Blitz kitchen roll there. I'm just absolutely saturating my brush so I can give it a good clean, make sure there's nothing in there before we get started. And then I am going to try and tempt my client into using as many glitters as possible, because it's Christmas. If you're not going to have every single piece of effing glitter in your nails at Christmas, when are you? I feel like this glitter drawer is in desperate need of a sort out. But to be honest, I don't feel like I get it out enough. It's just not fair. I want to use more glitter. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm making a little custom mix for her, because she wanted like a bluey greeny colour for her set today, and I don't have an acrylic mix like that, and I don't have a glitter mix like that, so I'm using some of this G Elite glitter and then this holographic glitter, which I'm not sure what it's called right now because I'm doing a voiceover and I'm not anywhere near my glitters, but I'll list them all in the description. So the first one was from G Elite, the second one, don't know where that was from. That one, the blue one I just put in, I know is from Glitter Planet, but I will put all the names under. And then this is just a cosmetic glitter. I'm not sure where that's from either. I think it might be from Superdrug, you know, actually. I think it's meant for putting in your hair, but it's cosmetic grade, so it's fine. We're allowed to put it in the nails. And then I am professionally mixing it there with the end of my acrylic brush in a nice little glass dish from Tesco's, which had a nice pudding in it, you know, the goo ones. I just can't throw them away because I don't know, I've got a collection of them in my cupboard. Not that I eat puddings all the time, I'm very skinny. I'm allergic to cake. So I'm going to put some of that NSI. This is very bright, you won't really notice it because I'm going to mix in some other things. But I've got the NSI acrylic powder, and then I've got the clear, which is from Young Nails, and then that is a Glam and Glitz one there that I've just put in. I'm mixing them all up. I then decide that because my paper towel is blue, when it gets wet you can't really see the true colour, so I wanted to get a white napkin, and I am very happy with that, I think. Or do I add more? No, I think we're good there. And once I set everything up, I'm going to put a thin layer of clear over the nails to begin with, just because we are using glitter. I like to go in with clear, and because it's got colour in it. I don't think it will stain the nail, but just in case we'll put some clear on the nail first. And I'm going to speed this up because I'm going to do the exact same thing on every finger, just a really thin layer. Not too thick because we've got all that glitter to put on, we don't want to bulk it out. We don't want fat nails. You can see here I'm putting some of that Glam and Glitz green on. I'm not doing a full layer of it on the nail. It looks like I'm doing a bit of a marble. I'm not. I want part of the nail to be clear, and then I want there to be some glitter, and I want it to kind of have some clear patches. So I was just kind of doing it at an angle there. And then I'm going to come in with the glitter mix and do some of that at an angle as well. Kind of have a little blend of it on either side of the green. And you'll see at the end I do put some nude over the top so it looks a bit like an ombre. So there's a lot going on. I was just getting some of the glitter off the brush because there was too much. The next nail is going to be a full glitter finger, so I figured I'd just wipe it off on there. Waste not, want not, and all that. And then we're going to get some of our shapes because there wasn't enough glitter in that acrylic. We just had some more. And then this finger's all glitter. I just love that colour. It's gorgeous. But I'm going to leave you to watch the application and I'll be back in a little bit. I'd jump in and say I didn't hurt my client. That's not why there's a plaster there. She wanted to get loads of stuff done before she came, and she said she was peeling potatoes at home literally just before she left, and she sliced into her thumb. So she's got a plaster on there. I was so upset because it's ruined all my pictures. How dare she? I'm only joking. I feel sorry for her. It's nice to know that she was trying to make sure she didn't ruin her nails afterwards by getting all her chores done, but yeah. Shit happens. I just wanted to say that it wasn't me that hurt her. I pride myself on not making my clients bleed. Which should go without saying, but you know, unfortunately a lot of people like to slice and dice their clients. Anyway, I am going in now with my nude and I'm capping the nails in clear and then adding the nude ombre. It's a cover powder, the nude, so it doesn't need to be capped. And just creating a little bit of an ombre. I'm just throwing away my kitchen roll and cleaning out my monomer bowl just to make sure there's no glitter in there. Try and keep it clean. And I like to change my kitchen roll quite often, otherwise it starts to get sticky and then your brush gets sticky and it all just becomes a big mess. So yeah, I'll leave you to watch me do this. Cap and ombre. Enjoy! done with my application. I'm just getting a fresh file and softening, or seasoning as some people call it, just taking off the sharp edges with an old file, because we don't want to, like I said before, cause any bloodshed, and sharp files can do that. So now I'm just shaping up my nails, getting them nice and sharp. Get the nails sharp. Now that we've got a blunt file, we want sharp nails. So yeah, I'm just going to go around and refine my shape with the hand file. I do a fair bit of the filing with this, and then I just go around the cuticle area with the E file, just to make sure that cuticle area is nice and flush. But I'm going to shush and let you watch some more. I'm now just going in with a hand buffer, just to make sure there's no sharp bits underneath, and go over the top of the nail just to make sure we get out all of those scuffs and marks that we may have made with the hand file or the E file, so that when we put our top coat on, they're all nice and shiny and there's not any horrible marks on there. Now that we are finally finished filing, I'm going to get rid of that dust off of our hands, and then I'm going to clear all the dust off the table. Boom, like magic, it's gone. And now I'm just going to wipe over all the nails and push the cuticles back one last time with my alcohol and get all the dust off, so we can put on our gel top coat without any dust, because dust is not our friend. I do go to put the top coat on, and then I stop and say, do you mind if we add some more glitter? And of course, thankfully, the answer is yes. So I am just going to go in with a little shimmer polish from GLE. It's called Emerald Unicorn. It's very fine. It's not very opaque at all, and it just adds a little bit more sparkle, because it is Christmas and we cannot have enough. I really love these ones. There's quite a little range of them in different shades, and I feel like it gives it that kind of cat eye look, but without actually having to grab a magnet, and it's just lovely. So I'll let you watch and I'll be back in a sec. And it's time for the big reveal. It's top coat time. Boom, boom. I'm putting a little bit underneath as well, because like I said, there are some glass kind of bits in the nail. But the shine, look at the shine. I'm using the glossy top coat from G Elite. It's so shiny, and it's just gonna make all that glitter pop. Now that we've finished and let our gel top coat cool off, I'm going to put some cuticle oil on just to replenish all the oils that we might have stripped away with all that alcohol that I was rubbing in, where I kept pushing back her cuticles again and again and again. I'm just rubbing that in. Try not to get it all over the nails, but you know, it's inevitable. I will rub it off before we take pictures at the end. I do this, and I also will give a hand massage. I do like to include this in all my services, so long as I have time. But yeah, I think I always include it. Even if I haven't got time, I'll do it quickly, but just give a quick hand massage. It just is a really nice finish to it. My clients love it. Anytime I start getting the cream out, they're like, oh, I love this bit. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do give me a subscribe, hit the notification bell, maybe give me a like. Let me know what you think of my atrocious voiceovers. Should I just, let you watch and shut my mouth? Or are they okay? I'd love to hear what you think. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye. You've been enjoying Nuclear Nail